All right. We are in the back of the house now at the Ritz-Carlton. Back of the house. What is it? What does that mean? Richard, you tell them what the back of the house means.
Back of the house is the kitchen. That's my home.
So you're your best.
That's where I'm at my best.
Absolutely.
That's where I'm most comfortable. It's my home away from home.
Outstanding. How long have you been here at the Ritz-Carlton?
I've actually been here for 9 years. I've been the chef at Salt for 2.5 years.
See, I would have thought they fired you 3 or 4 years ago.
Actually, they did, and they brought me back. No. I've been here straight from 9 years. I actually graduated culinary school. I came back on as an extern for a little bit, and then I came on full time. And I've basically been here for all 9 years, and I've just kept going up the ladder until I became the chef here.
Well, everyone knows that the Ritz-Carlton's standards of excellence, well, 5-star.
5-star.
4 diamond winners, all those big things that really count. How does that mentality of success come into the kitchen?
I don't think it's necessarily a 5-star mentality. It's just the mentality of always doing a quality job. And it starts with the ingredients that we get. We source a lot of things locally, but also we source a lot of things just in the United States, trying to use the best farms. That's where it starts. And then the training process and taking care of the product and nurturing it through the whole process. That's where that mentality comes into. And that quality mentality achieves those awards.
All right, well, okay, look, there's a lot of people say, okay, I want to come here, Richard, I want to work with you in the kitchen, okay? What do you look for one of your kitchen staff? I mean, because you're working on some of the best food ever prepared.
Yeah.
What are you looking for out of your employees?
Out of my employees, what I'm looking for is somebody who's eager, who has a little bit of experience already, but doesn't need to be a lot, because we're going to train them the way that we want them to work, to cook, to look, to act. It's a whole persona about a person that works here, but the experience, being eager, willing to learn, being able to work in the team atmosphere, those are all really the major characteristics that I work for, because that's why we're so successful, are those attributes.
Tell me about the Salt restaurant.
Salt is actually 3.5 years open now. It was originally the grill room, and then 3.5 years ago we decided to reconcept it, called Salt. And the basis behind it is kind of the positioning of our hotel. It's between the Atlantic Ocean and the salt marshes, so it's kind of key. But also, salt is the basic ingredient in the way that we season things, and also chemical reactions and things like bread and stuff like that. So we've kind of taken it from a small idea, and we've kind of grown it to where we have 30 to 40 different salts in our restaurant. We pair them with your meal, and then also we've found innovative ways to use it to cook with, to present on, to basically create a whole separate experience with salt. So it's basically kind of a journey through salt and all the different kinds of areas.
People like to drink a lot when they're with the salt combinations too. So I'm sure your wine selection is fabulous.
Yeah, we have over 500 wines in our selection. So there's kind of a little bit of everything for everybody. We have our younger wines that are from smaller vineyards, and then we have the older wines like Chateau Petrusses and things like that. People are looking to spend a little bit more money. But we do just a really great job of providing that experience. And I think that's what separates us from other restaurants.
Well, signature dishes separate you from other dishes. What do you like cooking? What is yours? When you put the masterpiece, the gras as we call it, the gras, what is that?
Basically, a lot of people ask me that question, do you have a signature dish? Well, I don't have a signature dish that I run all year round. I have signature dishes that are seasonal, because we are an extremely seasonal restaurant. I'm not going to give you asparagus when it's out of season, but I do have an asparagus dish on my menu that I run from late spring to early summer. That's phenomenal. It goes with morel mushrooms, English peas, a sherry emulsion, some piquito crab. That's kind of one of my seasonal dishes, and I have those throughout all 4 seasons. So people have things to look for when the seasons come up. It's a little bit different than, all year round I have it. Well, it doesn't make any sense for me to serve pumpkin in the middle of summer because they're not out there. So I like to have seasonal signature dishes that people kind of look forward to them. Like, oh, what if Salt has that morel mushroom dish again? And that we create that buzz. So it's always something different. So I don't think it becomes mundane. It becomes something to look forward to as the season comes forward.
Outstanding.
So on this menu, what we have is we have a fried green tomato dish that is just out of this world. It pretty much came from a shrimp cocktail. I don't really like to do things traditional here, So this is kind of a warm version of a shrimp cocktail. It's got buffalo mozzarella mousse, very crispy fried green tomatoes, some Hawaiian blue prawns, and a horseradish cream sauce that's out of this world.
You're very passionate, and I love that, chef.
It's one of those things that it's the little details in our dishes that make us different. Like in the dish, the green tomato is super crispy. I think to have a good green tomato, you have to have it crispy, and that's kind of the southern.
Did you
thing.
hear that? To have a good green tomato, you gotta have it crispy, and you didn't even know that. And we are, as Rich said before, in the back of the house. The Ritz-Carlton prides itself on providing a unique experience, and this definitely is unique. Tell the folks at home where we're sitting right now.
We're sitting at the chef's table in my restaurant. Just through the glass is the kitchen. Basically, we want to give an interactive dining experience. We sit up to 4 people, and it's about a 5-hour experience. What we do is we actually pair the meal to your likes and your dislikes. And then what we do is we pair some salts like we have on our table here, and we basically invite you out into the kitchen to interact with my cooks, my sous chef, my chef de parties, and really get to see a behind the scenes look of how this kind of a kitchen runs on a daily basis.
Look, if somebody's back here and they're drinking red wine, white wine, and you're telling them, come on out and cook with us, chop these onions for us. It's got to be fun sometimes,
It gets very interesting. They sometimes want to do dishes.
Yeah.
Do we let them? Maybe not so much.
I'd let them mop the floor. So, oh yeah, go down there. We need to clean up.
We try to make it as interactive as possible because I think it takes the experience to a whole nother level.
Yeah.
And with the way that things are now, people are so much more interested in cooking than they used to be. So they're always willing to get their hands dirty, see how things are done. We kind of break down those barriers. Maybe they didn't know how to sear foie gras. Well, we'll show them. And they can really experience that. And I think that's what makes this experience right here above and beyond the best.
Outstanding. Look, as you can see, our plates are empty, so get out there and cook me something, would you?
You got it.
All right. Thank you, Rich.
My pleasure.
What would Florida golf be without marsh and wetlands? And we are certainly going to encounter it here on number 15. Explain the hole, Clayton.
Par 5, several marshes to hit over. Over one set of marshes on the tee shot, over another one on the second shot, and again on the third shot.
It's almost a little bit of target golf, and they really are in play. I mean, you've got to play over them, and there's really no way to get out of it. So, difficult, long hole. Can you handle this, sir?
I hope so.
Let's
We're going to find out.
Let's see if you got game. Let's see if you got some game. Wow.
All right, it's our second shot here on number 15. I got about 196 left to the pin, about 185 to the front edge. I'm going to try and hit a little 4-iron hybrid up there into the wind and carry it on up on the green.
All right, Clayton Boggs, your life is all before you, including the marsh in this par 3 on number 16.
It is.
How you gonna play it?
Well, there's a little wind at our back.
Well, the ocean's right there.
The ocean's right there. We're blowing off the ocean. Just gonna hit a nice 9-iron. Let the wind carry it a little bit.
Distance is
140.
140, and you're using a 9-iron with the wind. I think that should be good.
It's gonna be choked down a little bit because I don't.
Well, don't choke. Choke him down.
Oh, get in.
Amelia Island is located in northeast Florida, and it is one of those out-of-the-way places that you can get lost in and recapture some of the things that you had in your youth with a little peace and tranquility and not a lot of commercialism. There's horseback riding, kayaking, there's a lot of eco-friendly hobbies that people do, bike riding. You can ride from one end of the island to another. You can actually ride the horses on the beach, which is fun, and some places you can actually drive your car on the beach yet. Summer Beach Resort is a group of privately owned condominiums and townhomes that participate in our rental program, and we rent to families that are looking to have a short drive from Georgia perhaps, or Florida. We get many drive-in, I think more drive-in business than we do from people flying in, but again, people coming here are looking to get away from, I think, the busyness of a standard ocean atmosphere where you go to Wildwood or something like that. They're looking to have a safe place where their kids can run on the beach and play and still have a family gathering without feeling pressure. Center Street is actually, I guess, what we'd call the hub of activity. There's all kinds of shops, fudge shops, novelty shops. There are things with history in them. Palace Saloon is great. It's one of the oldest saloons in the country, and it's said to be haunted even. And that's part of the history that goes with it, I would assume. But the restaurants in the downtown area are just fabulous as well. And you can walk up and down in the side streets. There's plenty of art dealers, and there's specialty areas with books and toys that were handmade. So there's a lot of things for everybody. The beach club is centrally located. It has a snack bar that's open seasonally, but it also has a beautiful beach club pool where the kids can swim, but it also can be used for weddings, receptions, private events, barbecues. There's always something going on in the summertime. If it's July 4th, they have fireworks. Even though the developments all have their own swimming pools, this is just a great place to congregate with, you know, the kids and get something to eat or a drink. Get an umbrella drink, which we could use right now. And I think that it probably is the most fun gathering place we have here. They're a combination of 2, 3, and 4 bedroom condos. Some of them are in independent units. Some of them are in a building like Ocean Place that has 7 floors. They're all designed different. They're all decorated different according to the owner's tastes. And one could look like New York in a nice penthouse up there, or you could come to the beachy view and you'll have a lot of sailboats and marine motif. Our golf club, it's the Golf Club of Amelia Island on Summer Beach, built and designed by Mark McCumber. Beautiful, beautiful greens. Unbelievable. It was home to the Concourse Car Show last weekend. And I do amazingly well on the first 9 holes and very poorly on the last 9 holes.
The Hot Golf Show, sponsored by
Tea Time Golf Pass, Antigua Golfwear, Tobacco Road Golf and Travel, the Northern Virginia Regional Park Authority, Harrison Golf Group, 1-800-T1-OFF, Rocky Gap Lodge and Golf Resort, The Wizard, the Witch, the Man o' War, Myrtle Beach's finest, Palace Resorts Golf, all-inclusive world-class golf, Nutrition 53, live like you mean